Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rounds of Sound. We got the very special episode for you today. 2 hosts and 1 guest. That's right, we're throwing it back to a 2-host, 1-guest format, and it's about to get a little wild. I have the one and only Bill Waters here hosting with me. Bill, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
And our guest today is the very talented man of many musical stylings, the one and only FKA, Los Angeles Police Department, currently KA, Ryan Pollie. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. And, you know, for the listeners out there, we all actually met each other through one very same thread, the Forged Artifacts label, which is kind of a wild circumstance considering we all came from very different parts of the country.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect example of a 2021 community, right? Like, we all know each other. We've been friends for years, met like a couple times, but always support each other. And it's crazy when you pop up in the same city. I didn't even know you guys would be together in this room. 3 people that I know working together in a city that I don't live in, and didn't know you guys were even friends. It's incredible.
It's pretty wild. And this is the first remote episode that we're doing. So, you know, we're really trying to make it work. We did it for you. We did it for the city of Los Angeles.
Wow.
Ryan, look, before we get into the show, I just want you to have this little space to plug anything you got coming up. I know you have an album coming out next month. So why don't you tell the people a little bit about it before we get into the music?
Sure. So, yes, I have an album coming out in December 10th. It's called Stars. And yes, I am putting on shows every Sunday in Los Angeles at Eagle Rock Presbyterian Church. It's called Rock and Roll Church, and it's going to be a residency free to everybody to come and hang and see some music. But instead of plugging, really what I want to do is talk to you about why my website got suspended.
Oh, you wanna bring that up real quick, or should we listen to one real quick and then?
No, just really quick. I just
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, because there's just one question about it. Okay, dear sir, madam, we have determined that your domain links to malicious or phishing content. Now here's the thing. Phishing content. I don't quite understand what this phrase means, but it's spelled like the band.
Wow, damn! Is your stuff just too noodly?
Okay, what do you think? I didn't know phishing was an actual real verb with a PH. Did you?
Yeah, that's when you try to steal someone's password, right?
I have a theory of why that happened, Ryan.
What's the theory?
Okay, so you knew that fish was a real word. I thought that it was just
no, I didn't know it was a real word, but I think I know why that happened to you.
You guys have ever been on the internet, bro?
Wait, Bill. So you're with me. You didn't know fish was a real word.
I didn't know it was a real word, but I think that you are actively backing the Grateful Dead on the internet. So I think a Phish fan's coming after you to take you down. I swear to God.
I did. I asked my buddy to do cover art for me, and I said, just draw the Grateful Dead, Steely, because the song sounds like Grateful Dead. It's called On the Nose. It's like a blatant homage. And I was like, let's do it. Let's let's capitalize on the internet being the internet. And then my distributor was like, we can't put this on Spotify.
You know what is the
So greatest... It's not on Spotify. So that cover art, that Grateful Dead cover art. So I don't think it's the Phish fans.
Understood. Well, you know what? That Grateful Dead cover art is not on Spotify, but you know what is on Spotify? Is the song. The song itself is on Spotify because we are actually going to be playing it for round number 1.
Wow. See, my malicious phishing content is a great segue.
So round number 1, we're playing On the Nose. It's your new single. Before we jump into it, is there anything that you want to let the people know? I mean, basically, I think the website story kind of sums it up, but anything you want to just kind of shout out real quick before we play it?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think that I'm at a period of my life and I'm comfortable enough with my own voice as a songwriter where I'm starting to like pay homage a little bit more forcefully to some of my favorite bands. So, and while maintaining and hoping that my original voice is louder than the influence, you know? So I think it's a nod to the Grateful Dead, and it might be a little bit on the nose, but But I thought it also sounds a lot like me, and it's like, I think it sounds like a Ryan Pollie tune too. So, I think it's good vibes, and thanks for picking this one.
Of course. Without any further ado, on to Nose by Ryan Pollie.